Hello, movie lovers. I hope you do enjoy the video. Bob for Bob's movie review here, and I'd like to read my unboxing and review of Night of the Killer Bears. This one was provided to me for review by 4Digital Media, and it does include DVD. Night of the Killer Bears, Ted Meets Terrifier. So I definitely love this artwork here of the bear with the sword and the blood. A very cool look to it. Here's a look at the spine. Not a whole lot going on there. Who wants a killer cuddle? After not seeing each other for a long time, 5 teenage friends escape their boring lives by going on a vacation together, staying at a quiet resort isolated from the city. They all party and have a good time until things take a dark turn. When it's revealed each of them have hidden secrets, and unbeknownst to the group, there is someone observing them. When one of them ends up brutally murdered, paranoia and distrust surrounds the group, motivating each remaining member to accuse each other of being the murderer or considering the possibility that the real murderer is the unseen presence observing them, and that they all are in danger. A blood-splattered gore fest. A few images there. This one is not rated. It does have a runtime of 96 minutes and does include 2.0 stereo and 5.1 surround. For languages, it does include English or Thai with English subtitles. I believe this is originally in Thai, so it will be a dub track, but I definitely would prefer a dub track over having to read the subtitles. Well, let's check out the inside. So we do get a disc there that matches the cover art. Okay, so I just watched Night of the Killer Bears, and when I got an email about this, I was super pumped because I had seen this artwork, and I was really excited to check this out. I thought it was a really cool idea. Watched the trailer. Some of my excitement diminished because even though the artwork appears to be a movie about a killer stuffed bear, it's really about a person or people mostly just wearing like a bear costume head. There is at one point a full costumed bear, at least at one point that I remember, but the most of the time it's just the head. So this movie is in Thai, but it does have English dubbing, which I definitely appreciate. I think it's funny though when you watch the dubbing and you put the subtitles on, they're not the same movies. So this movie starts out with this guy who's goes into this coffee shop and he's ordering coffee and he's being very creepy. He's super creepy. And it starts a trend of characters in this movie that are super creepy. There's so many creeps in this movie. It's very odd. And so he's kind of hitting on the waitress and she's kind of, brushing him off. And he thinks because she's serving him like they're in love or whatever, but she's just trying to get rid of him. And so he leaves and it's unclear how much time passes because she's like, oh, I'm going to close early. But it's like daytime when he leaves and it's now dark out. And so I'm not sure how much time passed. She gets this strange call and it's somebody definitely creeping on her, and I wasn't sure if it was that guy or not. And sure enough, he shows up and he takes her like a hostage just so they can have a romantic dinner together. And that's what's wrong with that, right? And I'm not going to tell you what happens between the two, but it gets even weirder. And basically, multiple people end up dead. And now we get to some time later. I don't know if it ever said how much time later. A group of friends are going to this very secluded, kind of like forest cabin hotel kind of thing. And we find out it's kind of that, it's like they're all getting together after the funeral of one of their friends. And I wasn't sure if possibly like one of the people murdered was their friend or what. And I can't remember if they ever really got into who their friend was, but they all go out there and they're there's one couple and there's another guy and a girl, and I think another guy. They all eventually show up, and they get there, and the guy who's working there is really creepy, and there's more to this guy. And then we slowly see these people or whatever show up with these bear head costume things, and they basically start picking off all the people one by one or just slowly. You know how these movies go. So this movie started out really good and it was kind of interesting. And as these kind of movies do, like think of like a teenager's going on a road trip somewhere or they're going to party somewhere or whatever. They kind of just have a lull at that point. And I feel like in this part, the dubbing hurts the movie because the dub acting is never very good, and for not a lot going on and the dub acting not being that good, it does feel like kind of a painful lull in the movie. And then eventually it gets back to the action. There's more killing. The story gets super confusing, and I was a little weird. Great effects. There was some really great effects on this. I was very surprised. Like, it was almost creepy how good they were. I almost started thinking they were really killing people. But overall, I did enjoy this movie. Definitely a little bit different. I love who kind of like the main killer ends up being. And so I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. I think it's definitely worth checking out. It is not about a stuffed bear who goes to kill people, but you know, I still enjoyed it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out videos, and I'll see you guys next time.